Ah, there it goes. Sorry. Alright. We could continue the main story of Harkrow Stairwell. Um, other than that,
This must be one of the missing parts that Big Tigger needs. That's great! We're here! There's a missing part on the opposite side. But how do we get over there?
There's also a dream side left here by a Dreamweaver. We're running out of time. We'll have to use it if necessary.
It's an origami bird! What's it doing in beyond Overcook's tail?
Is that cookie? Tweet! Please save me, Tweet! I'm being roasted alive, Tweet!
A roasted bird? Oh, this is horrible! Let's save it, quickly!
Are you alright?
I'm okay. I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Oh,
Mission command.
you can't run!
Mission command.
Try that again. Don't get careless. That's better. Thanks. I'll never forget you. My turn. Here.
Hide.
You can't run.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora. Gotta try hard to watch this awesome move.
Annihilate.
Tough luck running into me. Nap time.
Lance at the ready. Ha!
Hide.
Try that again.
Stay back, Clara.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it. Thanks a lot.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
My turn. Phew! Oh,
Stay back, Clara.
you can't run. Try that again.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora. Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move.
Annihilate.
I'm on guard.
Tough luck running into me. Here. Time for a shot.
Lance at the ready.
Nap time. Phew! I'm okay. You can't run!
Mission command. Hide.
Naughty child. I want to protect everyone. Tell me, Mr. Sora. That's better. Thanks a lot. Here! Try that again.
Mission command.
You can't run!
Mission command.
Time for a shot. Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
Told you I could fight. I need to be brave. Nap time. Phew!
I'm on guard.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
Try that again.
Naughty child. Nap time.
You can't run! I need to be brave.
Hide.
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora! Here!
Lance at the ready.
I'll try hard some. Watch this awesome move!
Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Eliminating threat.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
I'm okay.
Try that again!
Mission command. Mission command.
You can't run!
Annihilate.
Try that again!
Stay back, Clara.
Reach the end of the story in your own way.
Thank you, guys! I feel I'm about 70% cooked, sweet!
Thank goodness you're okay. But why did you burrow yourself into that fella's tail?
Because that fella stole one of Mr. Big Ticker's paws! I wanted to help retrieve it, but I accidentally got myself stuck in the oven! Tweet! Go ahead and get it, but be careful! It's hot! Sweet! An inner self-fragment belonging to the Sweet Dreams troupe? This is just too surreal.
Those guys are probably like 70 something, aren't they? Oh, they're 67 still. Huh. I want that chest.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Sora!
Not a scratch.
Mission command. Mission command. Stay back, Clara.
Naughty child. Nap time.
My turn!
I'm on guard.
Target threat index lowered. Eliminating threat. Stay back, Clara.
You can't run! I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Sora! Try that again.
Mission command.
Tough luck running into me.
Lance at the ready. Lance ablaze. Lance forward!
Gotta try hard sometimes. Watch this awesome move!
Target threat index lowered.
I want to protect everyone too! Help me, Mr. Storm!
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Annihilate.
You can't run!
Mission command.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
My turn!
It's time.
Naughty child.
Mission command.
Damn.
Try that again!
Stay back, Clara.
You can't run!
Stay back, Clara.
It's time.
Hide.
Okay.
Stay back, Clara.
Nap time.
It's time.
I need to be brave.
Eliminating threat.
Thanks. I'll never forget you. I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Storm!
Lance at the ready.
Try that again!
Mission command.
Time for a shot. That's better.
Tough luck running into me!
It's time.
I'm not afraid of you.
Eliminating threat.
Naughty child.
My turn!
I'm on guard.
Time for a shot. Nap time.
Lance ablaze. Lance forward.
I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Storm! Gotta try hard. Watch this awesome move!
That'll take more than medicine.
You can't run! I need to be brave.
Hide.
Ouch!
Mission command.
Try that again.
Stay back, Clara.
I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Storm!
Mission command.
You can't run!
Mission command.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks. Gotta try hard stuff. Watch this awesome move! I want to protect everyone too. Help me, Mr. Storm!
Time for a shot. That's better.
Thanks. Tough luck running into me. I'll never forget you. Phew! I'm not afraid
afraid of you.
Lance ablaze! Lance forward!
Annihilate. As you command.
Try that again.
Nap time.
My turn.
Lance at the ready. Is that all?
This is beyond my confusing brain. That's a part where I don't get, like, Nope, I'm out there. I can't get that one. That's confusing me. I'm pretty good at those, but for some weird reason, I can't get that one.
No match for me.
We're back! As long as you have these, you'll be able to find closure. Tick-tock!
Wow! This sudden surge of joy!
It's working! Tick-tock! Next, we just need to enter its emoscape, help connect its pathways, and we're done! Oh, dear! What's going on in here?
I'm not qualified to be the real Clocky! Just give up, Clocky!
No! This is unacceptable! You have to face your fears! Ta-da! Success!
Thank you, Clocky. If not for you, I'd never be able to connect with people like this. You helped me find myself again.
No problem at all! As the guardian of Dreamville, it's what I'm here for! Tick-tock!
Oh, my friends, you still have other important things to do, right? Go forth, my friends. When the moment comes, all the Dream Tickers and I will cheer for you.
It's all done! Victory's in sight. Let's head to the final stage.
Congratulations to both of you! Oh, you've overcome all obstacles and proven yourselves! But, unfortunately, there is only one who can be Penacony's festive superstar. In the final stage, you will face the defending champion. If you fail, you will lose the opportunity to become the festive soup. Welcome to the 33rd Scorched Sand Festival's third stage in the 20th season, sponsored by Soul Glad Enterprises, Superstar Showdown.
I just saw someone. Someone extraordinary.
Oh, really? Him again?
Are you a Knight of Beauty? That's right. This magnificent dream is built upon the Stellaron and the countless sacrifices of many people. If I'm not wrong, the Knights of Beauty also received an invitation from the Watchmaker, right? Actually, we've already met the Watchmaker. Thank you, Knight of Beauty. We don't have much time left. May we meet again. In that case, let's make our way to the end.
Oh,
Hanakoni's really throwing with talent.
Thank God I don't have to fight that guy again. See, if I have to fight him again and he's like level 67, yeah, I'm screwed. That's one guy I did not want to fight again. Oh, thank God. Makes sense that he was a red hair guy.
Congratulations to the both of you on becoming the festive superstars of this year's Charmony Festival. Before entering the Grand Theater, I, on behalf of the organizers, extend my sincere congratulations to you, wishing you joy under their radiance. As previously promised, my sister, Mr. Yang, and I have met with the Dream Master. We delved into the truth about Penacony and its Stellaron, and have come to a consensus. Both I and the Oak family cannot acquiesce to your request.
Just as expected.
We acknowledge the perspective of you, Nameless. Penacony does require change, but not as you propose. The planet of festivities cannot and will not revert to a place characterized by chaos, disorder, or anarchy. Through your journey of overcoming obstacles, you must have glimpsed the essence of that era. The vulnerable ruthlessly eliminated, equality non-existent, common folk living precarious lives, eking out a dreary existence. Ultimately, only heroes like yourselves manage to achieve success. But I would dare ask, if you did not possess the special status of having a Stellaron, and you were but an anonymous and frail member among the masses, which Penacony would you prefer? A dystopia for the survival of the fittest, or a sweet dream paradise for all?
That's not the point! Don't let him mislead you!
Mr. Sunday, even if the members of the Oak family can't fully agree on what to do about the Stellaron, now's not exactly the time to be holding an extensive discourse about Penacony's past and future, is it? The Stellaron issue concerns the life and death of everyone on Penacony. If anyone has a better suggestion, the crew is more than willing to listen. Also, it'd be best to tell us the ins and outs of that meeting. This way, we'll at least know what Welt and Ms. Robin are dealing with, and the reason why they failed to make our appointment.
Ah, Navigator. That is precisely my intention. With all present, let's begin by discussing the details of that meeting. Let's talk about our tribulations and choices, our ideals and beliefs, and our final course of action. The only path to take.
You mean to say that for the longest time, there have been scoundrels who would use the Charmony Festival that I have bequeathed to the masses as a tool to realize their ambition?
Indeed, Dream Master. Once the Charmony Festival begins, the Stellaron's powers, along with the song, will be broadcast across the entire planet of Penacony. And then everyone in their dreams will be unable to awaken.
This is indeed surprising to me. The dreamscape is maintained by the collective effort of the 5 families. If someone were to use the Charmony Festival to recklessly disseminate the power of the Stellaron, this individual must hold a position of great authority. Do you have any suspects?
I'd like to ask, did you really not know of the Stellaron's existence?
I would have never thought that this Nameless would point the spear at me. Quite astonishing indeed.
If I have offended, the Astral Express extends its sincere apologies. But the current circumstances are dire and leave no room for meticulous inquiry. We're doing this out of concern for the Dreamscape's safety. So, if you could, please alleviate our concerns.
Dream Master, it's just to prove that the Charmony Festival has nothing to do with the Stellaron. If we're being overly cautious, I will return to the stage to offer tribute in song, just per the arrangement.
Sunday, Robin, I've watched you two grow up, and know your dispositions like the back of my hand. Both of you, right now, can surely be lauded as their most devout advocates. I already know your resolve. The magnitude of this matter is enormous, and cannot be taken lightly. Since Mr. Yang has asked with such earnestness, I will personally respond in kind. If there is a need, the entire Oak family will be mobilized to heed your call. Someday, might I ask you to beseech them to cast their light unto me, and question me in their stead, so that no lies may be concealed?
I will do as you command.
Robin, could I entrust you to be present as a witness, to document the truth, and to proclaim my innocence, so that all slander may be utterly dispelled?
I will do as you command.
May thy will be carried out on earth, just as it is in the heavens.
Oh, triple-faced soul. Please sear his tongue and palms with a hot iron, so that he will not be able to fabricate lies and make false vows.
Let us begin. There is nothing else to prepare.
Understood. Question. Have you devoted your life to your god, never worshipping other gods?
Naturally.
Do you love your god as you do yourself, always heeding their admonishments?
Naturally.
Have you strayed from the path expected by your god, betraying their name?
Never.
Have you ever been inordinate with your asks of your god, coveting more than the foundation of the creation itself?
Never.
Then, a final question. Do you swear to fulfill all vows, past, present, and future?
With the Eon as my witness, if I do not deliver on my words, or if I renege on my vows, may I be cursed in accordance with divine law.
They have seen your faith, and have endorsed your faith. With this, it can be evidenced...
Just a moment.
What is it, Mr. Yang?
I have another question I hope to have answered. To my understanding, the family's harmony and prosperity have never relied on so-called divine laws. The god you both mentioned, are they truly Xipe?
Mr. Yang should know that those belonging to the family toil together as if they were kin, embracing solidarity and unity under their light. All duplicity is laid bare before the harmony. Such a delicate and complex symphony. Which other god could perfectly harmonize this, if not for the great one, Xipe?
Perfectly harmonize. Therein lies the problem. It isn't an outsider lurking in the shadows who changed the harmony, but a dissonance that has surreptitiously emerged from within this very symphony itself. In the distant past, there existed an Eon. With one flick of the wrist, they crafted the laws of the cosmos. Their followers formed the Beyond the Sky Choir, spreading solemn and reverent hymns throughout the universe. Later, they fell. The route traversed by this Eon clashed with the harmony, ultimately being absorbed and fused into it. The chorus that once reverberated across worlds fell silent, and when it echoed anew, it was transformed into the hymn of harmony. Though an Eon may perish, paths with no masters still linger. In the all-forgiving harmony, echoes of bygone dissonance may subtly arise.
Mr. Yang, being overly astute can be a detriment. Especially when you find yourself alone and without allies.
So this is how it is.
For the sake of our grand cause, Sunday, please afford these two an opportunity to rest.
What?
Sorry, Robin. It's just you. I did not wish for you to know this. It's a pity that things have turned out this way.
So, this is the true reason I can't sing? The shadow that envelops Penacony is actually...
We were never children of the Harmony. Our ideal paradise could not have been crafted by Xipe. True bliss can only be guaranteed by the one who transcends the many. Within the foundation of law and through harmony, we obtain order.
Unbelievable. To think that there would be remnants of the Order on Penacony.
What have you done with Mr. Yang and Miss Robin?
Don't worry. I just gave them some time alone to ponder their fates.
You should know that these actions make you an enemy of the Astral Express.
Should we need to stand against the Nameless, it would only be myself and the Oak family involved. But we haven't reached that point yet. Your efforts for the justice of Penacony are evident to everyone, and have been widely observed. Oh, I intend to. But that hinges on the outcome of this negotiation.
If it is the Order that drove you to imprison Welt and Robin, and you're using them to coerce our compliance, then there'll be no point in entertaining any type of discussion.
You're mistaken, Miss Himiko. They are in very safe hands. And just as the family has always proclaimed, no one can be harmed in the dreamscape. Least of all in the beautiful new world belonging to the Order. Penacony and the entire universe have witnessed far too much innocent bloodshed. The strong wield their blades against the weak, and the victors push the vanquished to the brink of life. Natural selection. The world abides by this principle, establishing the well-being of humanity atop the corpses of the downtrodden.
So you've decided to resurrect a dead Eon? No one's ever done such a thing.
If Miss Himiko is interested, let's draw back the veil and speak candidly. I've always firmly believed that people can understand one another. I'm willing to divulge the unembellished truth as to the intentions of the Order's Pathstriders. So, come with me, everyone. Let us retrace our steps.
Huh? Where'd he go?
Welcome. This isn't any location in Penacony's dreamscape. It's my inner world. The reason the scenery before you remains unchanged is because your consciousness has drawn on similar concepts to fill in.
That means...
Did you do the same to Welt?
It's a tuning process. Stronger in effect and more draining on the mind. The gray-haired guest has experienced it before, so she should understand what it entails. Tuning allows you to intuitively grasp my feelings, which also means that I cannot hide anything from you. Now, everyone, please look at the huge screen. From this point on, you will witness the numerous decisions I've faced. I believe after going through similar predicaments. Let's begin. The first. This story happened when Robin and I were very young, later on. Robin and I lived a time with nary a care in the world. That baby bird was tiny. It didn't even have all of its feathers. We decided to build a nest for it right there and then. It was clear that if we left the fledgling in the yard, We decided that when it regained its strength enough to spread its wings, its destiny was determined by our momentary whim. Now, I pass the power of choice to you all. Stick to the original plan, and build a nest with soft net where the Charmony dove fell. Or build a cage for it, and feed it, giving it the utmost care from within the warmth of a home. I eagerly await your... Interesting. Since you've made up your mind, allow me to reveal what fate this choice will bring to the fledgling. From what I've observed, there are at least 3 predators in that yard that prey on small birds. The Vossicle scorpion, Asdana wolverine, and the Huntington winged snake. Even if they shy away from humans, these animals are still near apex predators in a fenced location like a yard. As for the choice you made... This story happened when I was appointed as Bronze Melodia. It was during that period that I had the opportunity to hear voices from all corners of the dreamscape. Joy. He was a dream chaser, and an illegal stowaway. Just like the rest of them, he came to Penacony in search of a better life. Except that, to most people, the price he paid. He told me, I sold everything I could at home. He had a plan in place. He would buy back his children once he had made his fortune, and enjoy Penacony's beautiful dream with them. After hearing the Dream Chaser's story, I'll tell you the outcome soon. For now, I'd like you all to will you do as I did, and try to convince the Bloodhound family to stop their pursuit, so that the Dream Chaser may live peacefully and realize his wishes? Or will you remain silent, leaving him to languish while the hounds are hot on his heels, until his inevitable judgment arrives? I look forward to everyone's decisions.
A Dream Chaser story. If I acted out of kindness, I would probably ask the Bloodhounds to stop their pursuit and lend him a hand. But what cruel repercussion would this choice result in? I think Sunday must have been deeply impressed by the limitations of the strong defending the weak through this incident.
This question... Surely it has some connection to the baby bird story. And this connection is precisely the breakthrough Sunday aims to use to persuade us. I'd probably choose to ask the Bloodhounds to cease their pursuit.
It seems illegal stowaways are really quite common on Penacony. But that guy in the story, I don't think he deserves any sympathy at all. He sold his kids to chase a dream. Even if he intended to go back for them, it's still insanely irresponsible. With that thought, there's only one choice. Let the Bloodhound send him back home. This person deserves to be punished.
It seems you, like me, are pondering whether a different choice could have led to a better outcome. Sadly, his fate would only be more tragic. Say he never gets caught. He would only die from delirium. The methods with which illegal stowaways enter dreams are unorthodox, not flawless like the hotels. Living in the dreamscape would be a mere pipe dream, should he be apprehended. Could the hounds afford to turn a blind eye? The answer is a definitive no. They couldn't bear the resulting consequences, and thus wouldn't dare extend a helping hand. As to your choice, I once again offer my heartfelt apologies. Next comes the third and final decision, and the story this time is my own. This story happened the day I was appointed the Oak family head. At that time, what surprised me was that the Dream Master had only come to deliver a letter to me. The letter contained the usual pleasantries, anecdotes from her travels, nothing out of the ordinary. Just as I started wondering how this letter related to our discussion, the Dream Master began to speak.
Do you know who wrote this letter?
My sister, of course. But why would you personally visit me to hand me a letter from my sister containing mere
To help you grasp the full scope of this issue. Do you know where Robin is?
From what the letter indicates, she must be in Caspelina 8, correct? She's touring there right now.
Correct. Has she mentioned anything about a stray bullet?
A stray bullet?
A war has broken out on that planet. It is because of this very reason that Robin chose this destination. To spread the word of the Harmony. And to save the lives of that planet. She personally made for the front lines. She hoped to ease the people's suffering with song. And was willing to brave mortal danger to deliver the IPC's medical supplies. Unfortunately, stray bullets show no such compassion.
Is she all right?
If the operation was successful, she should probably be recovering. By the eon above, the bullet struck her neck directly, yet possibly as a reward for her consistent deeds of harmony. It didn't hit any vital arteries. Once you've attended to your outstanding tasks, it'd be advisable to write her back as...
Those damned savages! I'll pack my bags right away. My gratitude. Now you understand why she always wears such elaborate neck ornaments, don't you?
How could this happen?
It's all in the past, so please don't worry. Likewise. I've prepared one last question, because this is merely a figment of imagination. A nightmare that has haunted me through countless nights. Would you still support Robin's journey on the path of harmony? I see. I am now aware of everyone's stances. Raising these questions merely serves to illustrate one point. The plight of Penacony cannot be salvaged by the Harmony. The true foundation for a sweet dream paradise can only be established through the Order, where the strong govern the weak. I know the suffering of being tormented. The turmoil of losing your way, how sorrow, and even despair, set in when matters don't work out. All of this causes me unending pain, because this is not what happiness is at all. We must teach the weak how to live a happy life, and this life isn't some noble propriety that the upper crust preaches, but in definitive terms, a way of survival that belongs.
So what is your definition of living a happy life?
Good question. Human consciousness is fundamentally an illusion, a cage known as self-worth. People lured in by this illusion make mistakes, yet still ask that external influences bear the burden. When one mistake after the next permeates the masses, they become impossible to trace. Thus, the amassing of these individual cages culminate to form a prison. A place dictated only by the rule of Survival of the fittest. Nature is always accompanied by predation and sacrifice. Its antithesis is known as order. That is what I want to do. Unite people's happiness under the banner of order. They won't need to make bitter choices any longer, nor face the weaknesses of humanity. They can cast aside their primal instincts to build a haven for mankind. Simply describing thoughts is far too abstract, so allow me to provide a simple example. As you all may know, there are societal norms like weekends and long weekends that exist on some worlds. During these hard-earned rest days, people are given the chance to extricate themselves from this, and it is only on these days that people do not have to adhere to the law where the strong prey on the weak. From where I stand, society's ideal system should be 7 rest days. Following Sunday, there should ensue a second, a third, and indeed an infinite procession of Sundays. And thus, every person can return to their base selves in this utopia. There would be no need to bear the hardships of reality. Only in this way, Miss Firefly, you who are stricken with entropy loss syndrome, you of all would surely understand this.
It sounds like a flawless theory.
But what is the price to attain all this?
The cost is minute, merely a personal and eternal sacrifice. If this paradise is to be maintained for everyone, someone must remain trapped in solitary awakening.
Awakening? Which means that this so-called paradise is still a dream. Stepping into this paradise means forsaking reality, correct?
It is not forsaking, but transcending. Flesh, blood, sorrow, weakness. If the physical is the root of spiritual suffering, it is only logical.
But in this supposed bliss, people won't have defeated their demons. The chance to overcome their tribulations would be forever lost to them. In other words, it is an escape.
That's another way of understanding it. But there is no shame in escape. On the contrary, the seeds of escape exist in everyone's hearts. Don't you agree, Miss Firefly? And as to why we sleep, but this is not in conflict with the grand plan. Only in acknowledging this can we truly understand the frailty of human nature.
I admit that you are a born leader. Your perspective on humanity brims with pessimism. But unlike you, I live for the self. From my perspective, individuals making choices for themselves is their birthright. The want to escape may be innate in the weak. But whether they are weak or not, it is not up to another to decide. Perhaps in your mind, you also view me as weak? Because I don't think so.
Since Miss Firefly has said her piece, the Astral Express will also naturally give you our answer. We'll leave it to you. Just as Mr. McHale instructed before. Tell him our choice.
What is this place?
Does this place ring any bells, Misha?
I don't know, but I feel a sense of deja vu.
It's the realm within a dream bubble. This was left to the Astral Express by a nameless, but weirdly, when we entered it, it was completely empty. Dr. Edward from the Dreamscape sales store told me that Dreams are formed from memories, and a dream bubble can't take shape if it's so. I thought you might be able to help us in unraveling this mystery, Misha.
I don't know much about dream bubbles.
I'm counting on you then.
Himeko, I still don't get it. Why were you so sure that Misha had a connection with this dream bubble?
I wasn't sure. It was just a hunch. Exactly. This is where you and Firefly encountered death. The question now is, who brought you here? We're drawing closer to the truth once more. Let's give Misha some time.
All right, but there are doors all over the place. Which one should we choose?
I guess... I'm not entirely sure, but... let's give it a try.
Wait, you managed to choose the right...
Weird. This place is quite different from the hotel. But I feel like I've been here before, and even lived here for a while. If I remember correctly, there should be a fireplace down that hallway, and the room on the other side was the toy room. Hold on. This doesn't make sense.
This could be a case of amnesia. But don't worry, Misha. It's common for everyone to forget certain aspects of the past. Since this place seems familiar to you, why don't we explore a few more rooms?
Yeah. Then let's check out the rooms I just mentioned.
Mikhail, that's the name. Now we all know him as the Watchmaker. So, who is he talking to?
I'm sorry. I don't know much about the Watchmaker. But Mikhail...
Anything special about that name?
Mikhail is Grandpa's name.
Grandpa? Do you mean you're the Watchmaker's grandson?
But we haven't heard anything about the Watchmaker having descendants. Could you tell us more about your grandpa, Mikhail?
Yeah, sure. He was a seafarer who fearlessly ventured into mysterious seas and storms. He was always on the sea and had lots of friends who accompanied him on his travels. He didn't want me to call him Grandpa because that would make him sound old. He believed he was still young. The name Mikhail was given to him by his parents, Mihaly and Elise, both renowned seafarers. Every time he came back, he'd share his logbook with me and tell me about his adventures at sea.
It appears that the Seafarer has nothing to do with the Watchmaker. So, perhaps it's just a coincidence? So, where is your grandpa?
He went off on a new journey. And it's been quite a while since I last saw him. So, where has Clocky gone? Did he leave to protect Dreamville? Tick-tock. Tick-tock. I heard some noises from the room. Origami Bird? That's a friend of mine.
You and Origami Bird are friends?
Yeah. It's a member of the Compass crew, just like Clocky and Miss Mirror. And there's more than just one Origami Bird. They are a big family with lots of brothers and sisters who look the same. They follow Miss Mirror's orders and handle all sorts of jobs on the ship.
Sailors? Can Origami Birds be sailors?
Could you tell us more about the Compass, Misha?
The Compass is a ship bound for the New World.
That's a great story. But in the Penacony cartoon, Clocky and his partners have always lived in Dreamville and never ventured out.
Huh? Oh, that does seem to be the case. Weird. I clearly remember... Clocky arrived in the New World in the end.
Perhaps Clocky has a hidden past.
I think I hear the sound of water.
You once mentioned there's a magnificent fountain up ahead. Look, there it is!
The water resembles a precious jewel, embedded in the dreams of all seafarers. Every time I gaze at the shimmering lights beneath the waves, it feels as though I'm back in this place, standing by your side.
Have you recalled anything, Misha?
Yeah, I saw these sentences in Grandpa's logbook. He used to say that despite the perils of the sea, whenever he stood on the deck in the afternoon, overlooking the sparkling waves, he would think of this fountain in front of his house. He often said that those moments felt like returning to his family's side, and the difficulties at sea didn't seem quite as challenging.
You know, I quite understand such sentiments. I'm not an elder. I was just being a bit sentimental.
Perhaps every adventurer far from home carries a fountain within their soul. Even though the other side of the sea remains shrouded in the unknown.
Yeah, while Grandpa was at home, we would stand by the fountain and place the compass, a toy boat that I made. Back then, I would ask him when I could go on adventures like him.
It seems this Mikhail is truly a seafarer and has nothing to do with the water.
Yeah. Based on Misha's recollections, the scenes in the dream bubble appear to be his childhood memories.
But this raises more questions. According to Misha, he was clearly born on an oceanic planet and led an ordinary life. Could this be some sort of metaphor? Perhaps the sea refers to the memory zone.
I'm sorry. I don't know, but my memories keep pouring out uncontrollably. Perhaps I'll remember more things if we go further. I wish to share.
We're going to the opposite side, right?
No, we should turn left here.
Huh? Something feels different about this place.
This is it. I remember this corridor. Up ahead is Grandpa's study.
The atmosphere in this room feels totally different.
Misha! You finally come!
Clocky! You're here! Yeah. This is the room where we first met each other.
Are those books on the bookshelf logbooks left behind by that seafarer?
Yeah. Whenever he came back, he described our world as a fountain to ensure that everyone had land to settle on. He had to continue exploring the sea. On that day, he called me to his study, telling me that he was embarking on another journey. However, I could sense the gravity in his expression. I asked him if I could go with him, but he said that my adventure lay elsewhere, and told me to stay home.
What sound?
He told me about a vast ocean in the sky. An ocean of stars. He spoke of a train that transports children with a desire to venture far away. He said that he knew the crew on the train, and that he had asked them to take me along.
A train? Could it be?
It's the Astral Express. I remember now. Grandpa's friends are a group of nameless who came to this world to resolve a disaster caused by a star. Then, he gave his pocket watch to me. It was his cherished treasure. He said As long as I kept moving forward, I'd eventually reach my desired destination. The distant sound of a train whistle, echoing throughout.
Exactly, Misha! And then we followed that whistle, didn't we?
Yeah. I think I can still find the way we took back then.
This is the dream jigsaw, right?
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you stumbled into this place.
Hey, the shape seems...
Looks like we're just one step from revealing...
This is it. This is my room of clocks. While I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop. Here, I learned how to repair clockwork and gears. Out of my fondness of precision mechanics, I was born and raised here.
So, this building in the dream bubble is your childhood home?
Yes, but not exactly. To be more precise, this dream bubble itself is my home.
Looks like you've remembered everything now.
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows something I don't?
Marge, do you remember when she mentioned the clocky that only she could see?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Looks like everyone on the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly nor Acheron can see this clocky. And when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew had ever talked with Clocky. A mimetic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message, left by someone for the nameless.
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a moment to recall. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew interact with Misha?
Wait.
That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. And I'm a dweller in this dream. Just like a memory zone meme. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconsciously pushed open that door.
So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but rather the stuff inside ran away? And the whistle you heard was the sound of the Express arriving at Penacony?
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer... How about we start with...
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, please allow me to reintroduce myself. I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system. Adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. They gave me a treasure. A name that carried their hopes. Mikhail Char Legwork. Or simply, Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. The Watchmaker.
So, you're the Watchmaker himself?
Unfortunately, that legendary figure is no more. I'm only a reflection of his life. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream.
friend of Clocky, a young apprentice, and a future mechanic on the Express. And this also marks the beginning of his journey, devoted to the Trailblaze.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams, hoping to pass it on to the nameless of future generations. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for all the confusion this caused.
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman in her dream from the very beginning. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning, didn't we?
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. Perhaps that's what every nameless has to go through. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned the Stellaron and my wealth. If I may apologize, the Stellaron part is real. As for my wealth, however, it's nothing more than a baseless rumor. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony and fought for its future ever since. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. But ultimately, my journey reached its end, and I left behind no possessions worth entrusting. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, I suppose it's the things that are still burning in the engine's furnace. Now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you, for the path of Trailblaze is never paved by others. All I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, guiding that naive child forward, and has been blessed with the presence of so many great people up to this day. And my hat, too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door and enter the long dream of an old man. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Although I don't think anyone will have any.
Of course. We've come this far. Surely there's no other option than moving forward.
In that case, it's unanimous. Then let's proceed together to the end of this dream.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka. So why can't it be me, Misha?
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me with you. Don't leave me alone.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass is waiting for you. Now go, board that train and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell...
Yeah?
I know what it looked like before.
Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain, but I knew it could be fixed. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the rest.
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train?
But I only know how to fix watches.
Don't worry. You've got what it takes.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop. I'm staying in Astana with Rosalina and Tiernan.
I see. This place reminds you of home.
The people of Astana have only achieved a tiny victory, and still have a long way to go. Don't worry, not all journeys lead to the stars.
Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever.
This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. But why?
When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina.
Where are you going, Watchmaker?
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little trip. Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now. What will happen to Penacony if we lose you too?
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking myself why I didn't go with him back then. We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. If I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become the next Watchmaker.
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Answer my question. What are you up to?
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea.
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? If you die too, the secret of Stellaron...
Yes, I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternatives beyond Astana. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade.
So... a desperate struggle against the family?
Desperate? Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging. Make sure to send an invitation to the Astral Express.
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflux Reef. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we met.
Write it down.
Oh, so I won't forget it. Do you remember how you got your name, Clocky?
Of course. You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watches grew up with you and were your best friends.
Yes, but what I didn't mention was there's a funny misunderstanding behind it. I was a kid, and there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. It was with my grandpa, guiding him on his sea voyages. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too.
Yeah. Every night, we boarded the compass and set sail together.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandpa gave it to me that I realized it wasn't a pocket watch at all. It was and the watchmaker is just a nameless.
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else. traveled far enough. And it's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again. When you're rested?
No, I'll stay here. And then, this is where it ends.
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would never end.
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be? I've been following you, Misha. You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down, we can just do what we usually do. With the clockwork.
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape. But don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Eventually, they gather the courage to make bold decisions. Whether it's calming, joyful, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony and Mikhail's dreams does not belong to Order.
I can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between you is so strong that it even impresses an Eon?
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak family, I'm extending a formal invitation to all of you. I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center stage, since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake. Let's draw a conclusion there. In all fairness, if you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
She got a new buildie.
stay tuned.
That's freaking awesome.
We need a strategy. Please stay tuned. Time to test our rapport. Let's improvise.
Ready for another?
Take your positions. Dreams do come true.
Enemy data switch net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack.
That's all you got?
The mood is set just right. Let the show begin.
How's this taste?
Great teamwork.
Nice, like a good... My friends? Indulge yourselves!
Let's improvise.
In the mood for another beating? It ain't over.
Enemy targets detected. Do you admit this crime?
Stay in step.
By the order of the execute the Marastruck!
Oh, I didn't want to start the trial again. Damn.
Does that mean he wants to fight us?
I'm afraid so.
This is weird.
Well, in my opinion, I sensed a strong conviction. That's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
Yeah, you're right.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
However, the same applies to the Order. A desire to dream. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an eon.
What do you mean?
I believe Firefly is...
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards, because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams.
3 times? This can't be serious.
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. If all goes well, my efforts will provide crucial support for you. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony.
The most terrible form?
The true death. Where everyone in Penacony loses themselves completely in the eternal sweet dream of the...
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end. I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, my biggest death. May we meet again in reality.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history. That's your next stop.
Land of the Dream.
I hope you...
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a...
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. People die. And I am no exception. We have to choose where we want to rest.
Do you exist just...
Are you not the same, Blade? If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? The tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. It will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. It's a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Yeah. Not just those nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. But in the end, we managed to do it. Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but... if longing for freedom means going to hell, then I'll be joining you soon, you old fool. Let's get together and have supper again in hell. Oh, I almost forgot. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer, to the imperfect tomorrow.
It's warm here, isn't it? You're lucky to have found shelter from...
I was just following the scent of life. It's a shame these berries don't have much flavor.
Seriously? In case you didn't know, this fruit is pretty juicy. It becomes... Have you... lost?
I can still taste certain things. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. The flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face.
Well, congratulations on adding another footnote to your journey. By the way...
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX.
Quite an ambition for such a small girl.
She... became stagnant water.
Well...
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile.
That's proof that you're grieving.
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that emotion from you.
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too.
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. As long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon of existence. And on the other side...
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless is considering how to kill them. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water...
When will this rain ever stop?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the departed have finally quieted down.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? Half an amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there.
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it?
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths.
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. If the family messes with Penacony, That would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the
No, they don't. If they truly serve the Harmony, that is.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure.
Do you remember the ancient Swarm disaster? 2 paths lost their eons in that war.
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum, and devoured Anna the Order for unknown reasons.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths are working behind the scenes?
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony.
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
Boo, now this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave Astana right away?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm no matter what. A warp jump is the best way to do so.
Time is running out. I have another plan.
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade Abacus of Allying Oath?
Exactly. The assistance from the Lawful Cloud Knights would be enough.
Think it over carefully. You can only use that once in your lifetime.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are... they're also once-in-a-lifetime treasures.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And this is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the chosen one who harmonizes the varied sounds?
What do you mean, Master? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival. In our plan.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be 2 suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down the other sun if necessary.
Do you believe?
If karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you, Mr. Gopherwood.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than expected.
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order.
Is this part of your plan?
Of course. You're still as clever as you were when you were a child. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the Harmony. And reveal...
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world, instead of a city filled with hope and dreams? Why?
It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake as the Harmony did.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,336 souls of the Oak family have dreamed of this moment, too.
I shall ascend to the heavens, becoming the scorching sun. Bathed in my light, my people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
This is the interior.
It's quite exhilarating.
And not only that, the...
Yeah. I wonder how many tickets...
Let's explore around.
We'll see how this ability works. I might switch it before the boss fight.
Gosh, the atmosphere here is so creepy and unsettling. Even if there's no audience yet, there should be some staff around. Why is it so silent? Yikes, they scared... I can't believe you're...
Are these puppets part of...
Something feels...
There's no other grand theater in the...
So Sunday's...
My apology. I'm waiting for you behind the curtain. Following the Asdana tradition, history is a mirror within it. Nat, let us commence with the dark. After the Dusk Wars, darkness veiled the sky, and chaos consumed the earth. Enna the Order emerged, destined to restore all existence. That marked the first day. They gathered nebulae and forged them into picks, thus creating a grand lyre with black and white keys.
Oh wow, my health.
Stay in step. Dreams do come true.
I'm not afraid of you.
Annihilate.
I want to protect everyone. Tell me, Mr. Sparrow.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Great teamwork.
As you command. As you command.
Yeah, this might be a problem. I might die here just because I didn't realize my character was so low health.
Take your positions. Let's improvise.
I need to get rid of that character for now and go back to my fire ability. Because there's no way I can fight a final boss with that health.
Hide.
Try that again.
The mood is set. Let the show begin.
Nap time.
My turn. Here. You can't run.
I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
Try that again.
Time for a shot.
Stay in step.
Tough luck running into me.
I'll catch up.
You can't run.
I I want to protect everyone. Help me, Mr. Tara.
Just a little something. Think nothing of it.
Thanks. I'll never forget you.
Hide.
Naughty child. Nap time.
Take your positions.
Dreams
do come true.
My turn.
It seems that that ability is almost like a support class.
That's better.
Thanks.
Stay in step.
I'll never forget you. I need to be brave.
Annihilate.
Go away.
Time for a shot.
Usually your ability
Take
is
your positions.
maxed out. But it seems that your ability right now is not maxed out. Oh gosh. Oh, that's why all my abilities are just wiped out. So if I go back to here, yeah, back to fire ability. So it seems that every class has their own ability. So and it doesn't seem that you can choose it's the same ability as the character. Weird. I guess I see their abilities, but I don't see the one I'm using with my main character. So, if that's the case, that means you have to find a card that correlates with your character and actually level up. And then, yeah, you have to work on the abilities as well. We do this a little bit later. I don't think I actually could do this, to be honest.
Before our paths diverge, savor the shared journey.
And then same thing with relics. Yeah, you can't do all that either. Actually, this one actually might not be too bad for her to have. Yeah, so you can't use the same armor set. Right here I can do that. But it doesn't make sense for this one because this one's a completely different build. Yeah, so yeah, you have to make a different set. Interesting. I do not have the full set for its armor set either. It's quite interesting. So yeah, you're going to have to increase the level of your character, and do all that to actually make this character work out pretty well. So with all that in mind, I don't know what to build for this character, for that class. So we're going back to our fire ability, because I know I can beat the game with my fire ability. We'll do that later.
rabbits are gathering around the frame. Are they expecting us to enter it? Where are we now?
The atmosphere here. This act is named...
I thought things were fine.
I genuinely wish to avoid a violent clash with my esteemed guests from afar. Therefore, I've arranged 3 acts before the situation becomes irreparable. Where shall we start? Where shall we start our narrative? Well, let's start with the time when Penacony was still a frontier prison.
Alright, we're going to end it right here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next one.